So I just wanted to go through a little bit of a conversation piece that I had just in conversation. And I wanted to be able to bring that information to you because it might be relevant. And it was talking about reflection and breakdown of, certain themes and blockages and deeper meanings that emerged about a central inquiry or inquiry. Why is patience so important to you? So I asked them this because it kept coming up. They felt that they needed to have the patience because they're a person that might rush into things. So their initial response, it showed resistance and uncertainty, which is why I asked. Reflecting a disconnection from the word important was one of them. Why is patience important to you? And their reaction, I don't know whether it's important, reveals that patience is it's not truly anchored as a value in them yet, but rather as something that they're supposed to practice because they know that they've got to practice patience. So this is key. So the mirror, patience as both a path and a shield. It's like sacred tension. So they said, I feel I'm not patient, that sometimes I'm trying to get something that's not ready for me yet. And you could relate. So this reveals their inner knowing that forcing things brings misalignment, and we know this. And that patience protects them from prematurely stepping into something that they're not ready to receive yet, whether energetically, emotionally, or practically. Yet. They also said I could be using the excuse of being patient. Wow, this rang true for me. As in, not for me, but I noticed it. So there's the paradox. Patience is also the excuse that allows them to stay on hold and not fully step into what's next. They know there's more coming. They feel it. But patience has become a buffer zone, a permission slip to delay. So the real blockage is the project that they've got going on, the when it's done trap. So everything is on hold until the project is finished. For the whole life, their whole direction. So this is just symbolic. The project equals completion before freedom. It's the externalized finish line before they give themselves permission to drop into life more fully, like an excuse. But deeper down, this becomes the condition for living. When the project's done, then I'll be able to go to then I can devote myself 100%. Then I can do my love. This creates a linear, conditional timeline based on when X is done, then I'll start living Y. In this structure, life is delayed. Always, almost ready. Never quite now. Always, almost ready. Never quite now. So patience as protection from the unknown. They said, I don't know 100% know everything I'm dealing with right now. As in all this stuff is coming through, all this change. So speaks of the fear of the unknown. Patience here becomes a comfort zone. Can you see that? Avoids failure, avoids being seen too soon, avoids triggering the chaos of transformation. So in their words, if I push, I might be seeing things I'm not supposed to be seeing yet. This signals a belief that moving too fast could destabilize them. But in truth, there's that but word. So in truth, not the but, they're already being pulled forward. Things are happening faster than they expected, despite the projects are not being finished. That shows that they are already being prepared, ready or not. So hiding behind the I'm okay either way as well. And I've done this myself and said things like, I'm okay if I do, and I'm okay if I don't. So it's very similar, this patience, using patience in this way to I'm okay if it does, and I'm okay if it doesn't. So this is a false neutrality. It sounds like surrender, but it's really a coping mechanism to avoid disappointment or failure. A way to say, I'm not risking too much, but it blocks full energetic investment. And then there's these linguistic clues that you get, but and however. So changing the word but to the word however. We know that but is not necessarily a good word, and I know that I'm recovering from that. So but negates everything that came before it. So it's a pattern of subconscious cancellation. So they say powerful truths, then dilute or reverse them by using the word but, however, or I guess. So examples are, I feel this, but I know I shouldn't. I want this, however, maybe it's not time. This language reveals internal contradiction. So they're not yet unified in their actual intention of their life. And when they're saying, using a metaphor, when they're not ready yet, it's like they said, what if they woke up and there's an alien at your door and I wasn't ready for that situation? This is just metaphorical gold, right? The alien equals the unknown quantum leap, the spiritual visitor, the next phase of consciousness. And they know it's coming. And they know it's inevitable. I hate that word. I love that word. I just can't say it. But there's fear. When they say things like, I can't stop now, I've got all this stuff to do. So they delay transformation in favor of unfinished tasks, an old survival 3D loop. So I called it the illusion of choice and asked why they were putting these barriers up. And then they said, I'm not putting barriers up. And this is the edge. They don't see it as resistance. But I reflected the self-deception that they are the one that is actually setting the pace, creating all the conditions for when life can actually begin. And the hidden gold in this conversation was realizations and shifts are already happening. Things are happening faster than expected, and they know that they're allowing that. So this is the breakthrough. Even amidst resistance, they are ready. They are already in the shift. They're noticing synchronicity. They're opening. They're speaking truth even as they doubt it. So I mirrored this when I said, amazing, you're already doing it. Because when we say the word amazing, we don't actually believe what we say is happening, is that we're in total amazement that we can't actually quite believe that that could actually be true to happen. So even the meta awareness of the word amazing showed the disbelief and being fully whole or worthy, that loop of being seen as amazing but not believing it, is that it's ready to dissolve. And so the final reflection summary for having this conversation with this person is they were using patience as both a permission slip to delay and a protection mechanism to avoid the unknown. And you already know the unknown is here. Well, they already know that the unknown is here. It's at the door, just like the alien. The project isn't really the thing. It's the symbol for when you finally give yourself full permission. And the truth is, life is already calling. You're already in it. That fast moving current, the drumbeat of transformation. So the real question isn't why patience? It's what would happen if you finally stopped delaying your own arrival.